Hey everyone, it's Danny from Danny with a Planny here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm here with another haul. I uploaded a October-November haul last time, like that was my last haul. This is my November haul. It is currently the middle-ish of November. I am filming this the weekend before Black Friday. My voice may sound a little off and I apologize. I am trying to get this stuff up before Black Friday so you can kind of see some of the stuff that may be available for you to get and purchase for Black Friday with the sales. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for coming. If you are coming back, I appreciate you coming back and clicking on this video. There is 5 different shops in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 different shops. There is Fleur Paper Studio, the Petite Co. Both are being shipped through the same shop, which is the Petite Co. Saucy Sticker Co. There is Paper Trail Plans, 2 orders from them, and the Pretty Pink. Sorry, not the Pretty Pink Co. That's the Pretty Pink Co. Hello Petite Paper over here. I was thinking the pink envelope. So I am going to get into it. I think I'm going to start with Fleur Paper Studio, and then I will probably go into Saucy Stickers Co. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for all of them. So just hang with me. This is Fleur Paper Studio. I do PR for this shop. My code is Danny15 to save 15% off. We on the PR team currently do not have freebies. However, there are generous freebies that the shop does provide for you. They are seasonal too, so it is constantly being updated, which is really nice. These are the 2 that I got this time around. It is a bit of a smaller haul that I got. I wanted to pick up the camping stuff, and I think it was done over the summer, but anyways, I wanted to pick it up. We go camping. If you watch my channel, you know we go camping quite frequently. We have a little camper, so I thought this would be really nice to have for any time. So here are the fall freebies. Very cute, and I think they're pretty much kind of anytime, or at least some of the elements are, and you can pull them into any kind of fall spread. I am going to, I think, put this off to the side so that you can't see the, like underneath, it kind of creates like a shadow. So I will put that off to the side, and I will, even though I'm not exactly sure I'm going to be pulling this into a typical spread, I'm going to put this in the background because I think it's a good reference for a lot of folks, and I'll zoom in a little bit. I think it's a good reference. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that, if you would prefer, like if I'm gonna plan on doing it in a journal, if you would rather have it in a journal spread or a journal background. But for now, I think I'm just gonna stick with this. So here are the camping, a tent, the fire, and I adore all the couples that are in these. I think they're really cute. Another thing that I appreciate is a lot of this is contour cut. I did purchase all of this on transparent matte paper, so just so that you know, and the freebies were on transparent matte as well. This A-frame reminds me of my in-laws' place. They have it where it's, the front doesn't look like an A-frame, it's set into the mountain, but the backside, because it's set into the mountain, looks like an A-frame. So that always reminds me of their house. Actually, they sold it recently, so it's no longer there, or no longer theirs, but it still reminds me, the A-frame still remind me of their house. Here is another one. Fishing. My brother-in-law does a lot of fly fishing and has tried to get my husband and son into it. Not to say that they're not into it, it's just they haven't had a lot of opportunities to go. So I'm hoping that in the future they'll be able to spend more time doing that. I really appreciate this sign. I don't know if I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm thinking you could do foiled letters over top of it. And we've been recently blessed with some shops that have come out with tinier scripts or letters. So s'mores, a lunch box, packing a lunch. It's a great one for marking a trail if you're going on a hike. Here's another sign, which is fun. Some more fishing elements. You guys know, or if you don't and new, I love bikes, transportation, semi-transportation. So here's another great one where the camper van is in there. There's the tent, another couple. Very cute. The sizing on this, most of the bigger ones are a little bit over. So here to here is the column. So this one goes over, this one is just a wee bit over. So just so that you guys know for spacing, the couple, it fits within the column. Here are backpacking people, adventurers. Here are some scenes. These do fit within the column, and they're a little bit shorter than the column as well, so just FYI. Here are some more girls. They're called trail trekkers. What's nice too is that they all kind of have a similar color vibe, so you can pull them all into each other, but it's also pretty neutral, so you could kind of pull them into any one. When I say neutral too, I mean like there's greens and stuff, so greens obviously go really well with forest themed things, so it's not hard to match it. A lot of these remind me of the Pacific Northwest, which is where I live, so with the evergreen trees and the mountains. We also have a canoe. I always say kayak and I mean canoe. As soon as I say it, I'm like, nope, that's the wrong one. So that's where I was thinking we could pull that one in. It's been a very long time since we've gone. Having a baby has kind of kept us from doing that just because safety issues with the baby. I'm sure there are people that do canoe with littles, and that's totally fine. We personally don't feel comfortable with it. I think it's more about like our comfortability with it, not the baby's. He actually loves the water. Actually, that's actually what makes me more nervous is that he loves the water and would just like go ahead and be like, ooh, water, and go over the side. Okay, so here is my what I purchased, my Happy Meal from Fleur Paper Studios. And I think I have another order in that I purchased a bunch of fall stuff. Oh, I'm a little off, sorry. Fall stuff. So look forward to seeing that. And you can put, again, Danny15 to save 15% off. I have not heard yet. A lot of the shops that I'm showing right now, I have not heard of their Black Friday information. But if you are looking, if you go to my Instagram page, I have the spreadsheet that is there that I've been using the past couple years. If you go into my milkshake link, it is one of the options. It's Black Friday, Cyber Monday spreadsheet. So go ahead and click on that if you're interested. And you can add whoever you want. And if you have questions, you can always message me on Instagram. So that's just a little information about ways to help you organize all the Black Friday things that are happening, because it is a lot of information, I know. So this is one shop that I think I will be looking at for Black Friday sales, as well as some of the other ones that I'm getting ready to show. So Fleur Paper Studio, Danny15 to save 15% off. This is Saucy Sticker Co. I got Jess of Luscious Plans freebie. There are plenty of lovely girls on this PR team that have gorgeous freebies, and you can save using the air discount. So be sure to check the PR team out. I think it is on Saucy Stickers Co.'s website, her Instagram page. So if you are interested, go check them out. They are mostly on either premium or transparent matte, which is fun to add deco to your pages and things like that. So this was during, I think it was the PBC sale, and this is her all orders freebie. And it was one of those where you could stack them and it created like a journaling, like a mini journaling kind of vibe. I made it up to 50. I think there was a $100 one as well. So if you were lucky enough to get all those, you probably got a really nice journaling kind of kit. So this was an all orders freebie. I love that little house and the two different options for the trees. Here is the $25 freebie. This is the cafe and the town. Oh, look at that mailbox with all the snow on it. Really cute. Those snowflakes are nice too. You don't normally see snowflakes that are that colorway for wintertime. And I love the layering that she did behind some of these elements. Okay, so those are the freebies. I fell in love with her Forest Walks kit, but I kind of already had my fall lineup already picked out for the fall. So I thought I would pick up some of the decorative sheets, which she recently just started adding deco kits to her, like the decorative collections to her format, which I am super appreciative of because a lot of times I really like Rebecca's design of different kinds of kits that she does. I just am always trying to limit myself and how many, well, I'm not trying to, but with the way that I'm going towards planning, I am doing a little bit more freeform stuff. So it's nice when shops are offering the decorative because I feel as though I can add this to different collections that I have. So if I'm getting kits that are fall oriented, a lot of these things are going to go and match with that. So I kind of feel like I can support more shops and also kind of combine them as well, if that makes sense, hopefully. So this one, love all of these things. The piles, I could use more leaf piles, but the girls are great and I love their yellow jacket. So no matter which girl you choose, if you have yellow in your kit, you are probably not going to be disappointed with which one you go with. This is more of a scenic, like large scenes, and they do go, so if I'm lining this up on that column there, the edge, it goes a third of the way into the next one over. So if you kind of centered it in the middle, it would look like that. So here's the edge and here's the edge. So pretty much the whole thing, which is kind of fun if you're doing like replacement boxes, replacing the full boxes. This one in particular I really, really love because it's contour cut around the mountain and the trees. This one is too down here, the tree line. You can see that right there and around this tree. So it goes down into that like kind of tree valley. I don't know if that's an actual term, but I just made it up to Tree Valley. This one is more like the full box, like an organic square rectangle. Here are the small scenes. That fire there. These are not contour cut except for this one, the camping, the tent. And see, even some of the elements that I got from Fleur Paper Studio would go well with this too, with the camping, some of the camping and walks and hikes and things. Even though that one's not like more of a fall vibe, it's more of a... So just again, because I wasn't sure exactly how I'm going to use this, I did pick up some of the florals for this in case I wanted to use it in a journaling spread. So these are the bouquets. I picked up the corners as well. And she did a good job of filling in some of the blank spaces. This is the edges. Sorry, I was like kind of mesmerized by the florals. They're pretty, and like a different kind of colorway too than a lot of the ones like with the blues and the reds, like the burgundy and off-white. Excuse me, sorry. Like I said, I feel like my voice is going in and out, but maybe it's not as noticeable, and me pointing it out makes it more noticeable. These are the torn paper, which I really love the colorway of this and feel as though this can go with multiple different kits, whether it is this one or other. I am hoping, I have not yet, I'm crossing my fingers, that I'll be able to pick up the Crimson Harvest from Dash of Sun. She had a blue plaid, and this one is mostly like blues and creams. So I feel like it can go with lots of different color. And same thing with this. This is more that burgundy, red, and creams. And this one has orange. So it's not like there's a bunch of different kind of colors in these plaids. They kind of stay true to the color that they're I don't know if that makes sense, but like this is blues. So it will go with lots of different blue kind of themed kits. This one will go well with the dark reds, burgundies. This one would go well with more orangey kind of kits. So it doesn't have to be matchy with the plaids. That if there are plaids already in there or the different color blues, I feel like it can go pretty well with them. Hopefully that made more sense. These are very neutral, and so I appreciate those being added. And then I adore that she has like this sketch white, I'm not even sure what to call that, but fall decorative piece in there. It's very pretty. I love it. I kind of actually wish there was more of those. I do think there is another one in the kit, so that's something to look forward to. Right here is the journaling. I think this is one of the journaling pages with lots of different deco on it, so I appreciate that. More of those pile of leaves, which I really love. Those moss play really nicely into the color palette of this kit. And some woodland creatures. This is really stunning. It's almost as if it's coming, like the forest is coming out of the mirror. And I don't know if you can see, there are musical notes layered in behind. Here is the other journaling page, and see there's the sketched leaves and things. This one is also that vintage writing back there. These are also very nice to play with. There was one kit a while back that I did something with these. I cut them in half and I put them as a date covers section, and then did foiled over top of it the letters, the days of the week. And that turned out really nice. So even though you might not get a full set, you could get at least 4 and then do something with the other days in between. Here is the washi. So the florals, you get 2 smaller washi strips, and then the plaid and the more neutral craft paper kind of washi. It's like a brush stroke washi. And the last thing that I picked up for this kit, I think it was the last thing, yeah, for this kit is the alcohol ink swatches, which hers are very different and cool because it has the plaids in there. Some of them are a little bit more like inky looking, like an ink splatter. Some are more of a brush stroke. So you get to kind of pick and choose your vibe. Very nice. Okay, and then I got a few other things that let's start with this one, because I actually do already have this one. And with me journaling, I have actually been going more in, like I may even pick up more with the Black Friday sale coming up. This is such a great sheet. So it is already cut for you. And it's lighter. I almost wish it was a bit of a darker color as well, so you have the different options, but I can't even imagine like production of all of these with the different paper types and stuff, with transparent matte. I think she does washi paper, premium matte, and then having this one as well. That's a lot of paper types to keep up with. But the nice thing about this is that you can rip this in half. So even though it's torn already for you, you can rip that. The space in between you could do something with as well. Like if you took all of these pieces out, there's those extra, I don't know what it's called, but the pieces that would be left over, you could tear those up and do little bits with that. So this is really nice to write on as well. So this was something I had picked up before, but since journaling, I am using it a lot more and really loving it, especially with my 2025 spread, or sorry, the like introduction spread that I'm doing. Additionally, I have been using up a lot more lace, or wanting to use more lace, and so I was like, well, let me go ahead and pick up some backups so that so I don't feel like I have to hold on to things as much, I guess, is kind of sometimes what I end up doing. So for her, she has this very light, sorry, I don't mean light, smaller, thinner lace, and this one is called Stain, so it kind of has, it goes from like lightest, medium light, medium dark, and then darkest, so the different colors there. And they look a little stained, especially the lighter ones have that stain going across, which can play really nicely into journaling vibes. And then this is the wider version, so this one just has the light, the medium, and then the like medium dark or lighter dark. I don't think it looks as dark as that bottom one. Yeah, in my opinion, maybe it's just me. Doesn't seem as dark, but I really love this lace. And then she has 4 different colorways. So here is the ivory. This one is a taupe. Here is the dusty rose. And the gray. Kind of hoping she comes out with some more colorways because I will pick them up. And then this is a map torn paper. I've been really obsessed with this lately, and I'm not sure why. I have washi tape that I bought recently that also has maps kind of on them as well. So I'm kind of hoping that a shop will come out with like a big theme around this so that I can use up all these lovely map things that I've bought myself. If not, I'm sure these can kind of be a neutral as well and go behind different, like layer behind different kinds of full boxes and different themes. Like if I had a travel themed kit or journaling spread that I'm trying to do, this would go in well with that as well. So that is my order from Saucy Sticker Co. Again, I am not on our PR team, but there are so many lovely people that are. If you're interested in looking at who to save and it's not a sale, you can go and check out her Instagram page. She has those PR people mentioned in her posts, I think it's in her post. It might be in her highlights. So just take a look at that. And I did use Jess of Lustrous Plans for her freebie. And yeah, that's Saucy Stickers Co. This is a Pretty Pink Co. I do PR for this shop. My code is Danny15 to save 15% off. She has an awesome envelope, which I appreciate the details that she has. She handwrites your name on there, and then the bike, of course. I love the bike. This is my freebie. If you put my name in the notes to seller, it is in rose gold. It is fall themed, which I feel like we're still kind of doing some fall. I'm constantly back planning. So I feel like fall is always relevant in some kind of way. But I love this girl. This girl can be like any time of the year. The ink splatter marks I adore, and would love it if she had more of a quarter box size of those. I would definitely pick them up in that. Or half sheet, I think is actually what I mean, a half sheet. This is Ray Rachel from Gathered Plans freebie. She went with a coffee theme. It is in rose gold. I think rose gold is her favorite. And then this is the all orders freebie. I actually had 2 orders from the Petite Co that I just kind of combined into one. So I have 2 of these. They're both in silver. Just FYI, I would take it too. But this is a great freebie because the snowflakes in wintertime, very much usually where you're using silver. So it's nice to pull in all of those different ones. So, okay, there. Trying to process my order, what I got. I think this is. I had to refilm this, so that's another reason why it's all combined. But it is, I'm pretty sure, 2 different orders because I picked up the kit and then went back and picked up some of the extras. So, because I think no, this wasn't going down. I don't know why I picked up some extras. Anyways, this kit I fell in love with as soon as I saw it. We went on a train. It was a Halloween train for the boys, and it was a lot of fun, and I thought this would be an amazing kit to represent that. Also, the colors in this one, I adore the colors of this kit. Like, so gorgeous. That like dark green, the maroon, that like, I don't know, it's not a dusty rose, but it's like mauve maybe, and the mustard yellow, very pretty. And the scenes in these full boxes, the clouds, I feel like she did a good job of pulling in the colors from the sky, and that is probably one of my favorite parts. I don't know, the full boxes in this one really got me. And there's that train, and that girl sitting on the mountain looking over the valley. Really stunning, in my opinion. I just absolutely fell in love with this kit. And then I also appreciate that she did some journaling type boxes as well, but also included scenic boxes. So I feel like it's kind of another sneaky way of getting more scenic boxes in, which I am all for, but also making it look different. And then there's the 2 floral boxes with the trace foiling, and of course the quote box. This is, let me go that way. This is her box page. She has a lot of whited out boxes, which is my preference, and minimal foiling. This is in, I think it's her light gold. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is her light gold, just in case you were wondering. But I am a fan of her full boxes. She has like a sketch line, and then the more whited out spaces, some lace boxes, and then some swatch boxes. Here is the kind of catch-all page. There's some icons, some deco, some journaling elements, lace dividers, torn washi, or torn paper, I suppose. Here is the bottom washi. Again, those colors are just absolutely like popping off the page, in my opinion. I love it so much, especially with the trace foiling and the, like, I don't know, the colorway is so stunning. There's this simple line here for you. And then more of the lace in its different color, which, like, sometimes I really like it when it's different colors, and sometimes like, oh, I wish it was the same color so that I could do a matchy thing. And so it's kind of like a no-win. And like that, sometimes I want him to match and sometimes I don't. Like, a shop can never predict that, right? So these are more dividers. This is a set of 8 and a set of 8. They are thinner than I think your usual size. And then the date cover section. Here are the florals. She does a great job of packing them in. Her old format used to have them where the floral floral washi, bottom washi was on the sides. And so if you picked up more than one, then you ended up getting multiples of the wash shades, so they've separated that out, which I appreciate. Lots of individual pieces as well as bunches, different kinds of flow happening. Here is the journaling page. Different scenes from the, like, different than the ones in the full boxes. I like that lamp. More scenes, which this is a deco page. I love all the scenes in deco. More florals. Just really digging all the different colors of this one and the scenes. And then here is the other journaling page. Sorry, I think that when I flipped through earlier, it got out of order, but this is cut out in the middle. So you have the option of putting that in if you want or not. And here's some more torn paper elements, some scripts or lettering. And then here is a washi. So they've kind of moved it all onto one page. So these are for the sidebar, and I know I'm putting it on the other side. I feel like people are definitely getting more creative with sidebars. You can do the center sidebar, the double middle, and you could also split it in half and kind of get more quote-unquote bang for your buck if you're wanting to do that and do something down at the bottom or up at the top with the date covers. Or you could do like a strip on the side, like to mark to kind of put a border on it, is I think the word I'm looking for. Love these scenes. They are reverse themes. Scenes, not themes. So you have the train over on this side and then the train on this side. My thought is to probably put these so that this one is in the middle on this side. And then this one will be buttered up again. So it kind of just looks like a mountain range. And then the trains are coming in from either side. Going across the page. I don't know. That is literally how my mind works about like flowing across the page. Is that things like travel usually along the page in my mind. Here is the floral bottom washi. This is a thinner. I think in the decorative there might have been a thicker one, but I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, I appreciate having it. This is on transparent matte. Everything else that I've shown you so far was on premium matte. This is on transparent matte. And then the last thing that I picked up for this collection is also on transparent matte, and it is the swatches. I have been not buying as many alcohol ink swatches as I have in the past. I think I'm trying to shop my collection, but the colors in this one are very different than a lot of the colors that I have in my collection. So like the burgundies, this mauve color, the mustard, and then that dark green color are definitely ones that I don't think I have in my collection. So I wanted to pick that up. So that is Autumn Sunset with that cool, I think it's a really cool theme. So, and it will go really nicely for going on the train with the boys and marking that week that we did that. And then the last thing that, that I picked up for that collection was this. She had it in all the different foil colors, but I picked it up in the light gold because that would go with the kit. I adore all of these sketch scenes that she does, and I know that I've talked about it before, but it is so fun to like play with, in my opinion, to have those. And I think these are good sizing as well, so they're not like too large where you feel like, in my opinion, I feel like if they're too large, then it's really hard to get enough alcohol ink swatches or make it look kind of, I don't want to say natural, but for lack of better words, natural in your spread. But sometimes, depending upon the sizing, you may be actually able to fit a scenic box behind this and then layer this on top so it kind of blends in more naturally than it would if you're just putting the alcohol ink swatches behind. But both are a pretty look. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying it's kind of, the sizing on this is nice. And then the last thing I picked up, sorry, whatever these are called. I am not feeling great, guys, but I really want to get through this so that I can get this up for you all, hopefully help you guys with your shopping. This is the other thing, and I'm actually thinking about using this with my Firefly kit from the paper trail plans. So using this maybe up at the top for that kit, or maybe another like celestial kit that I don't know about yet. But this is the Autumn Nights kit. The florals on this one are really pretty too. I was very close to picking this one up as well. The Pretty Pink Co and Paper Crown Planner had a lot of really lovely kits in the summertime and in the fall time that I have been trying not to overbuy. So really working hard on that and trying to stay within my budget and within what I can actually handle, toning things back a little bit. So, because realistically, I cannot do all the things. So trying to manage that a little bit more in my 2025 year. But these are going to be so fun to put up as the headers and to play off of those. So I'm very excited about adding that. And then not sure what I'll do with this yet, but I'll find something to play off of that. So that is why I picked that one up. And that is my orders from the Pretty Pink Co. Again, you can use Danny15 to save 15% off and put my name in the note for my freebie. Here's my freebie. Sorry, just was trying to find it one more time for you. They have been killing it with so many lovely kits. Please go check them out if you haven't already. They will for sure have some kind of Black Friday sale. And I am so excited to see what they are coming out with. And I have gotten their advent calendar as well, and am very excited for that. Cassie and I will be doing a live for that so that you can see and join us and maybe unbox yourself if you are doing that. But I adored their advent last year, so I'm very excited about that for this year. And that'll do it for the Pretty Pink Co. This is Paper Trail Plans, and I adore their shop so much, and they are very creative. Susie and Jess, they just are very lovely people and such an inspiration in this community. I am fortunate enough to be on their PR team, and it is Danny15 to save 15% off. This is my current freebie with them. It is in rose gold, and I feel like it's great for the upcoming romantic February vibes, but also kind of any kind of vintage kit as well. They did a really good job designing that freebie. And then this is 2 orders combined into one. They had a like journaling release where they did new chapters, and that was a collab with Tay of Shantae Plans, which was really, really lovely. So that's what this freebie is about. And then also there was some other stuff that they released for your upcoming bullet journal or journaling, where you're doing your intro kind of section with your bullet journal. I say bullet journal because that's what I'm going to be using it for. So if you're using it for something else, feel free to insert whatever journal you're using. But these are their fall freebies. If you notice, I have 2 colors because again, this is 2 orders. So there is a rose gold and their traditional gold, which is more of their warmer gold. And they have all the months of the fall, plus Hello Autumn. And then they have the pumpkin patch and lots of different kinds of decorative items that you can kind of scatter throughout your spread for fall. If you are signed up for their emails, you will get an email for their new releases, and in each email there is a question, and if you answer that question and put it in the seller note to seller, like answering the question, then you will be able to get their freebie. Usually it is a freebie that matches one of the collections. So they had 2 collections they released that weekend. One was a December kit, and then this one, which was the new chapters one. I picked up the December kit that's in here, and that one is technically not like a traditional kit in that it doesn't have full boxes. They are, this release, they were doing more of a decorative, and it's not their traditional decorative, so it was kind of a different kind of vibe on their decorative. I'm not doing a good job explaining this, but you'll see in a minute when, when we get there. So this was a collection that went with the Tay of Shantae Plans collection that they came out with. And I love the color. I do really adore the colors on this. Okay, I did need to restock while I was there on some things. So that's what this one's about. This one that I have here. Sorry, let me put this off to the side. So these are the days of the week, and I probably actually need to go back and get even more. I knew my cart was already pretty full, and I even did go back and get more. But these are the days of the week. I use these all the time. I need more. I need a constant supply of these, constantly getting these and baking them up. So those were the 3, and I need to go back and get it in the light gold. I like to try to do both of the golds when I'm doing that kind of stuff so that it matches the kit a little bit better. They were offering 2 different styles of 2025. This was something that I had been asking them to come out with. I created my own for 23 and 24, but I was hoping they would come up with one for me for 2025, and they have. There is the italic size and the typewriter. So this one is the italic and this one is the typewriter. You can do a couple different things. You can cut them into individual pieces and do it like vertically. You can cut it off so it just says 25. You can obviously just put it up like that on its own, but it's nice to kind of mark, especially with us a lot of us back planning or doing planning whenever. This kind of helps me, I feel like, know what month or what year we're looking at, and it's just kind of nice to have in general, in my opinion. So I picked up those, and then additionally I got this grid. I feel like it's very neutral and can go with so many different kinds of kits and collections. This is on washi paper, so it's able to be torn. And they have that clear backing washi, so it's one of my preferred washi paper types. I also picked up these. This was going out of business. It's not going out of business, but it was going in the like final stock, I guess, collection. So I wanted to pick them up. I have been going back and forth on whether or not I wanted them, and I just decided to go ahead and pick them up. This is in all 4 foil colors. So here is that light gold, traditional gold, silver, and rose gold. And these are meant to go on full boxes, but you could also do them as corners, but it is cut out. Let me just put that over there, sorry. So it is, I don't know if you can see that, but it is cut in the middle there and then over here as well. So isn't that really cool? I think that is a very lovely design and could be really fun to put on the corner of a journaling spread, on the corner of your full boxes, on the corner of your box here. That could be really fun to frame your sidebar. So you could put it down at the bottom and then put this one up at the top. And then that would frame your sidebar. You could also turn it this way, even though it wouldn't be like the exact, but you could turn it that way and it could go further. I was like, am I even in frame? Sorry, guys. You could go even further in on it if you wanted, and it could do a nice job of lining that way. Lots of different variations on these. I think too, they may have had this in a full column height. I'm trying to remember if I actually might have bought it. See what I mean by I need to shop my collection? That is what I mean. Sometimes I don't remember what I've gotten. I really need organized too. I've gotten so far behind on organizing. Just like, I want to spend the time playing with the pretty stickers, not organizing the pretty stickers. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, I picked up these doilies again. Really much loving the doilies and the lace vibes that are happening currently in the community. So I wanted to pick those up. Probably go back and pick some others up. Here are the calendars. This is 2025. I thought, hold on, let me just double check real quick. I guess not. I thought I also got it in black. I may have to go back and get some black. But, and I'm thinking that just because, again, with journaling, it might be nice to have just the neutral sometimes. So, and I'm doing, if you haven't seen that video already, I have a video of my 2025 lineup. And in that, I have more planner journals that I've ever had any other year. And it's kind of crazy because I know that I'm already behind, but I'm also scaling back in certain ways. So check that out if you're interested to see what I'm up to for my 2025 lineup and how I'm planning on kind of branching out into this new side that I'm very interested in, the journaling side, but also wanting to stay true to where, like, my planner side, the memory planning side. So yeah, anyways, just this can go for either. And I'll show you in a little bit where that might like align with one of their decorative kits that they have, and the months are supposed to kind of go inside. So this is a restock because I noticed that I was using a bunch of rose gold color kits this summer, and I am really wanting to not run out of some of these things. So I was like, let me pick them up now before they're in the last chance section. So I wanted to make sure that I had them before that. But I love all of these sketch scenes. Some of the larger deco is fun. The umbrella, of course, is so nice to have. And it doesn't have to be I mean, you may or may not realize this, but it does not have to be oriented that way. You could orient it the other way. It does look a little bit better that way, but it's like you could orient it the other way if you really wanted. Okay, and then this was another thing in our last chance section. I think when they first released this, I don't know what I was thinking. I did not pick it up because, and you all are going to laugh at me, I didn't realize, and I'm usually very good at this, so I am not sure why I did not realize this. I'm very observant usually. I guess I thought that it just was not, like, these were all individual and not repeated patterns. So like these three here, let me move these so that maybe it's not as sensory overload. These three up at the top, 1, 2, 3, then repeat down here. I do not know what I was thinking, but I was like, that's weird. You're not gonna be able to do one across the spread. And I was like, maybe they're really like trying to get the journalers and get them involved into their shop. And I don't know, was not thinking. And now that I've recognized that it is a repeated pattern at the bottom, I'm like, okay, that makes more sense. So sorry about that in my life. I did not have this earlier, but yeah, sometimes my brain doesn't work. But I'm excited to have this now, and again, also to use it in my journal, because I think I was like, oh, I saw somebody have it in their journal, and I was like, oh, I should go look at that now that I'm doing more journaling stuff. And then I looked at it again, I was like, oh, it does repeat. Where have I been? Okay, and the last thing that I got that was like foil-esque stuff is these. These were something that I asked them to do because I'm marking like music that I'm listening to. So I feel like there's a couple of different ways that you can use these. So I might use the black as, well, I don't know. Which one's kind of, maybe I'll use rose gold. I really like rose gold. Okay, so there's a couple different things you can use this for. One of them is you can use it kind of as a, I want to use, sure, as a way to mark. Oh, it's not cut out in the middle. I thought it was cut out in the middle. But you could cut it out in the middle. That one's not hard. You just take a ruler and your X-Acto knife and you can cut it on the line. But you can put it over top of like some kind of scenic box. And then that could be in your sidebar looking like an album cover. So you can do that if you want. Which is kind of reminds me a little bit of my, either the Polaroids that a lot of shops have, or my, I'm gonna pull my freebie out, or the doing it with like the phone frame. That's what the word I'm trying to look up is, phone frame. So you could do it that way too. So where it has that same kind of look or vibe to it was one thing that I was thinking about for this. And then two, another thing you can do is these could be used as a date cover, not date cover, month section. So again, putting it where maybe you put some alcohol ink. I feel like a bigger scene would be better for that. Here, let's use this one. So a bigger scene, but like maybe putting this up at the top of it. And then putting the date, the month, excuse me, over top of it so that it's kind of like those vibes, January vibes, June vibes, whatever vibes. So that was something else I was kind of thinking of besides the actual, like, you're marking your whatever songs you're listening to, but that could also be where you're just putting the play button down at the bottom of a scenic box. Would be fun too. Creating your own album covers. So those are some of the alternative ways I was thinking about using these as well. But they're, I think, original or intended when I sent them to them was to put them in your journals to mark your like currentlies or music that you're vibing with that month or that week. So to mark those, these come in transparent and premium matte. So you can, these currently you could not write on. I am not, sorry, I'm processing through. Like, I'm not sure what paper or what pen you can use on this paper. My suggestion is to kind of take whatever you're thinking about using and do it up at the top, let it dry, and then see if it has a smear test. You can also like cut that off, cut like that little strip off or on the side here, and that way you don't accidentally smear it into the foil because that would be tragic. So you could cut it off and do pen tests off to the side if you're wanting, or if you cut out the middle there, that would be a great space for pen testing. If you cut that out in the middle, because different transparent matte I feel like is different for each shop, so just make sure you're testing it out beforehand. That is what I picked up for foil from Paper Trail Plans, but I also picked up their kit, the 12 Days of Christmas kit. I thought they were so clever when they designed this one. So clever. Very excited about this. I'm hoping I get done with my 2025 setups enough so that I can do my journal, my 2024 December journal. We'll see. But this was kind of a, so they have their kits that they offer in their shop. They have a decorative collection. They have add-ons. So they were trying to do a release. There was the hurricane that hit and they were kind of behind on orders, but also needed to do new releases. So they did a combo of things for journalers and the decorative and made this, and they're testing it out. I think they're kind of also looking to go into that kind of space with the more journaling, but also appeal to those that still like the decorative A5 traditional, I shouldn't say A5 because a lot of people are also going to B6, but like the vertical planners. That being said, a lot of these things can go for the vertical planners. Like that, totally, that girl fits inside the column. So that's perfect. A lot of these elements are fitting inside the columns or go slightly outside the columns, which also lends itself to those that are more of the journalers that are doing the tilted boxes and whatnot. So anyways, I thought this was a great kind of combo of the two. This is their decorative, usually has the third length sheets. These are quarter length sheets. That is probably one of the bigger differences that I saw. And then some of the other add-ons with the florals and stuff are half sheets. So that was mostly what I saw as a big difference between their older format of their traditional, and I'm not saying older as in like it's gone away. I'm just saying as a comparison so that you know, and then this kind of newer set. And I think they even have a newer one coming out for Black Friday based off of what I've heard in the PR chat. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited to see all of the new things they have coming out. But anyways, let's go back to this. The collars on this, I cannot even, like, these are not traditional at all. I mean, like, these are traditional, but like the yellow and the, I don't, this whole thing there, I love it so much. It's amazing. So this is sheet 1. And this is all on transparent mat. I'm sorry, washi paper. I am so sorry. I meant washi paper. This is all on washi paper. And then the houses, I got 2 of this because I could not. I had to get both. I'm thinking lovely scenes, especially if I'm doing this in my journal. Like, I want to be able to have lots of different town scenes at the bottom. They did an amazing job, including these lampposts. They're pretty scaled to the houses here, which I love. Same with the trees. They just did a really fabulous job, and I'm very excited to play. Look at that scene already done for you. I also love this, and these are foiled. I think based off of what I was hearing in the PR chat in the future, that it's not necessarily going to be foiled, but you'll be able to add your own foil with the foil add-ons, which I like too, because then you get to pick and choose what color foil you want. And it also usually means like really good foiled deco, because they're going to include all of the things that you can decorate it the way you want. So excited. Kind of sometimes wish I had like a whole sheet of that. That would be so fun. And then here is another one. That girl fits kind of between the full boxes. Her elbows go a little bit out. And that dog, I think there's a cat in here too. Yeah, that's on the next page. So the dog, sorry. The doggy fits. I was gonna put him down here, but I didn't feel, I don't know, the angle of the dog in the fireplace, I feel like he needs to be more off to the left. I am very weird about where I feel like things need to go. Sorry. He's looking into the page, right? Like he's not looking off the page. Does that make sense to anybody else? Okay. He's watching over my page, making sure nobody intrudes. Sorry. Very weird about that. But that kind of goes over into the next column over, but I don't, again, it doesn't bother me. Okay, so there's a girl and her kitty. Look at that. That's super cute. The camper. That owl gives me Harry Potter vibes. So that girl definitely goes into the next one, and they did some layering there as well with the craft paper. I was trying to read. I can't read what it says in there. Oh, this is a fun page. This is like stamps and labels and very cute foiled. I think she said she really enjoys this page, and I bet it was really fun to kind of come up with all the layering pieces on this. I could imagine that would be really fun to do. And it looks fun too. Like she had a really good time doing it. So there. I love this up here. So cute. I love all the little town scenes that we get to make and create and that are already created for us. So fun. And again, these florals. So fun. Oh, this is another like fun creative one. This can be the days of the week. So you get 3 sets and you can use them up at the top if you want to mark Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or throughout your journal. There's more shops and packages, some ornaments, the snowflakes. I wish we could have like full pages of those snowflakes. Okay, so if you did not want to do a foil in December, you could totally do December in these letters. There is another scene of the town. This is such a cute scene down here that is foiled with a snowman in the sled. And the houses have the steam coming out of the chimneys. I was curious if this matched. It doesn't, but I was just curious if it matched the one that we already had. Sorry, I wanted to put them back in order. But yeah, really love that one too. Oh, and the lights on the car lit. Can you see that? Does it come up? There you go. That's cute. Okay, and then this I thought was so cute when I saw it. I think this is supposed to be kind of like when you open up the doors for the advent calendar. I think that's kind of what it's supposed to meant to be. So that I thought that was adorable. And so this isn't like their traditional one that they've had, but these were created to go kind of with this page, the calendar page of the journaling or decorative. I don't have a good example on me currently, but what you can do is, hold on, let me see if I can go get an example. Okay, I found one. Trick or Treat, this collection. So if you kind of can see, this is their hybrid. I don't know what to call it, but there is the version they came out with this last time, and then their more decorative traditional kit that they've had. So this box here is cut out in the middle, right there. And the idea is that you can take one of these. I'm putting it behind, but you can totally obviously put it in the middle, but it fits there in that box. So what you could do is like just leave that there, and then if you, depending upon if you got transparent or whatever premium matte, you could put that on top. So this, I felt like transparent gave me more options, but they do often offer it in premium matte as well, so that again, it depends on what you're trying to do with it. And the October could fit down at the bottom here too. So that is the intention of those, well, one of the intentions of the calendars, the foil calendars. So for this one, you don't need it, obviously, because it's already there. But for the original type, they had the Polaroids that were on top of each other. So you just take that box out and you would insert this if you wanted, or you can just leave it the way it is and do whatever you want with that. So you have the options. So that is the cool thing about, one of the cool things about these. And they're also offering that one as well, so you can insert that if you want. But the nice thing about this is that if you didn't use this one is very obviously October themed, but some of their other ones are not so obvious. So you get to choose if it was in October that you wanted to use it for and you wanted to use it for November, then you could use it for November and insert the November one. But this one is for October. and then you can layer them on top if you want. So it's really nice that they're giving you all those options. You get to kind of create your kit the way that you want. So, but I love the way this one came out so much. It's very pretty and unique. So that is kind of the collection that I picked up. I think I got all of the sheets, all the different. This is day 12. They kind of did it as the 12 days. 12 days. You can see it over there. And then this was the calendar page. So 13 pages. I picked them all up, and duplicates of some, duplicates of one. And then here is the florals, again on washi paper. Part of me is like, I should have picked up another one. I have an opportunity to do that for Black Friday. Here, they did a combo of this. So let me show you this kit. I know it's kind of weird because it's definitely Christmas vibes here, and I'm showing you Halloween vibes with the others. So here is like the corners. Okay, so they had four different floral options. So here is the bunches on a third sheet. Here is the floral washi on a third sheet, the edges on a third sheet, and the corners. So what they did is they took those four and they did a full sheet, quarter sheet, or half sheet, excuse me, half sheet of florals, and then they did a combo here. So here's your washi, and then here are two corners, and then two edges, and then some individuals in between. So while you don't get 4 of the corners and 4 of those, it was a nice like kind of combo sheet, and it's all on one. I kind of thought it was a cool idea, so I think different people think different things, so that's fine. It's neither here nor there. I'm just happy they're offering those options because I do like having the corners, and especially if I'm doing journaling type stuff, it's nice to have all of those different options. I'm putting this away, hoping that I don't need to pull it back out to give you another example. Okay, here is the alcohol ink swatches. Again, I did pick this one up thinking that they're more unique colors that I don't have. Like that blue, a very bright blue that I do not think I have in my collection. So pick that up. Here is the bottom washi sheet, sampler sheet. Love that, of course. The town, sucker for those towns. And here are the washi page lace. I like that they didn't foil this because then you can go in and add your own foil, especially with all the different foiled washi bottoms that we have. And then I'm really loving that people are just offering like a pattern that we can tear. So I'm really appreciating that. I have mentioned that it would be fun to have some kind of like ombre or kind of mesh up of 2 different kind of textures, backgrounds, so that way you're not just doing one, like you're kind of getting a combo of 2 different kinds, so that when you're tearing it, you can pull in like this pattern for certain types. Because depending upon what you're pulling in, it may look better to have a different kind of type behind it. I don't know if that makes sense, but just like thinking outside the box of how we can use this pattern to our advantage. the not pattern, the ability to tear, so you can kind of create your own different. I kind of prefer this over the torn paper washi sheet because I get to determine the size, how I want it to look, all that jazz. So I think it's really fun and makes it more organic in my opinion. So that is just my thoughts. Okay, and the last thing I picked up, which was kind of like the second order that I put in, that was like really nervous about not, they were getting rid of their summer colorway, and so I wanted to pick up before that was all gone. And then some of these are from kits and stuff, and I think kits were going away, I think is what, if I'm remembering correctly. And I was just like, get all the doilies because of the way that I'm using them in my journaling spreads. Here is the lace doily, This one I think is so pretty. They have it as ombre, and I don't even know if you can really see that as well as I'm hoping. I wish I had. I'll use this. Hopefully it shows up a little. But it's really pretty, and I think that these are very neutral colors within the community that we see often enough, that like yellows and pinks together. I'm sure there will be more than just this specific kit that I can use that for. I hope that makes sense. This is pumpkins, which I did get the collection for this one, so I thought that that would be good to have on hand. Trick or treat, obviously you saw that I got that one. Fireflies, I definitely picked up that collection, so I'm going to add that one to that one. And I know I'm going to have way more that I'll be able to pull into journaling. Like, I got so much for that kit. I could probably do 2 full kits. Okay. And then let's do the summer colorway first. Here is strawberry. Now, sizing of these are the larger ones. So this is the other thing. So it's 2 of the same and then 2 of the same. So you're getting 2 of these large ones, 2 of the small ones, 2 of these small ones, and 2 of those large ones. So just FYI. But the larger ones kind of go past the column, and then the smaller ones fit definitely within the column. So just for your sizing reference. Now I will say on the ones they use for their collection, like their kits that you can buy with the kits, they have different patterns. So just be aware. So you're getting this pattern and this pattern, and then 2 different kinds of pattern, or that one's different, and then that one is a repeat of that one. That one's different on its own, I think. I don't see that one again. Oh, there. Okay, so these are the same. These are the same. All right, so you're getting 4 different types, 2 different sizes. Hopefully that makes sense. I really like that pattern, though. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't confusing and did a better job of explaining than I feel like I thought I did. But this is strawberry. It's like a pinky color. Here's papaya. Here is clementine. These are all on washi paper, by the way. Here is mango. This is kiwi. And this is blueberry. I went through that kind of fast because I don't think they're available. I mean, I know they're not available anymore. However, the next set that I'm showing you is the fall colorway, and they are available. And they're probably a little bit easier to see too. So this is rust, just because they're darker in color. By like their hue, I think. Tone? Color tone? Gourd. I love the names that they came up with for these two. Forest. Fog. Pine cone. And licorice. Okay, so those are the different ones. I don't have all the information for their Black Friday sale, but when we do, again, check out that spreadsheet that I have on my milkshake link in my Instagram account. So that way I am not going to be able to do that the way I think I'm going to be able to do that. I feel like trying to fan these out is more complicated than advertised. Some people do it really well though. So props to you people. But anyway, so check out my milkshake link on my Instagram if you're interested in looking at the different sales that are being offered from the different shops. I know it can be really overwhelming, so that is the idea, is to help with that planning. What I normally do is I will, when we get a little bit closer, like maybe the Tuesday before, I will make a copy of it and fill in any information of shops that I am interested in buying, and make even add an extra column where I'm saying what I want to buy, hopefully again to help me not overbuy. So that is the idea of that. And you can also do the same thing, just make sure you make a copy. Again, if you have issues or don't know how to do it exactly, feel free to message me on Instagram. I am more than happy to help answer any questions. But you, on this shop, if you're not planning to shop her Black Friday or their Black Friday sale, and you want to shop at any other time, or are watching this not during Black Friday, please feel free to use Danny15 to save 15% off. You can put my name or any of the other lovely ladies on the PR team's name in the notes to seller to get their freebie. And don't forget to sign up for their emails so that you can put the answer to the question in the notes to seller to get the extra bonus freebie as well. That usually goes along with whatever kit. That'll do it for me. Again, Susie and Jess are amazing. I love them so much and their creativity. So be sure to check them out. Finally, I have Hello Petite Paper. Vanessa is the owner of this shop and so sweet. She lives in Portugal, I think Portugal. So she is not in the United States, so it takes a little bit for her orders to get here, but so worth it. I love her shop. She does a lot of drawing of her own. Very creative. Been in this community for a very long time. So sweet. You get quite a bit of freebies from her. Look at that bunny. It's a little tushy. So cute. These are going to go great for any kind of like woodland themed, and or for, I think winter would be great. Even in the spring, these can go anytime. And then she also put in this freebie, which is some of her doodles that she has done herself, and then that cute 2025. They're awesome. And coffee has been such a big theme within the community lately, so this is like right on target. Okay, I'm going to start with the icons that I got from her, and then I'll go into some of the extras that I got for some of the... I'm using that for my daily journal. I'll talk about it when we get there. So here like I said, she does a lot of her own doodles. I picked up a few because I couldn't help myself. We bake cookies and do some hot cocoa during this time of the year. My son loves hot cocoa. I normally call it hot chocolate. He's like fancy and calls it hot cocoa, and I think it's adorable. I think he thinks he's fancy when he calls it hot cocoa. So it's adorable. Anyways, we have not really done a whole lot of gingerbreads. I think we did it one year. I feel like it's a little bit of, I don't want to say a waste. It's fun to decorate. It's just like sitting there though, and we have to find a place to like not present it, but like put it up on a shelf somewhere. So anyways, it's a me thing. I think they're fun to decorate. This is adorable. I actually picked this up thinking I could use it for journaling and that kind of, or even advent calendar, because this box kind of looks like a little bit like the advent boxes that we've gotten in the past. So maybe marking some of my advents that I'm opening. I adore this one so much because this is going to represent any Christmas type show, movie that you're watching. Or if you're watching TV, whether it's Christmas or not, and it's a Christmas spread, this will be pulled in very nicely and tying it all together. So super cute. Same thing with this, reading books, journaling, doing whatever. I'm really hoping to pick up my my reading habits in 2025. So I'm thinking if I buy the stickers, that'll make it happen, right guys? Again, marking cocoa or some fun beverages for the winter time. So cute. I wish I had all these mugs. Like seriously, they're adorable. And then the same thing for this. No, I might not be doing something Christmas related, but it's fun to pull these in for my Christmas spreads. Or even like this one could be fun during the winter time, just to have in there during like January, February. More reading, and or it could be journaling as well. And then this is a sampler sheet. so those are my icons that I picked up from her shop. Ooh, accidentally picked up a few of the freebies. So those are the icons that I got. And now moving on to some of the other things that I got from her shop. So like I said, I did her Nutcracker. She had a Petite Tuesday, Nutcracker, and I think it was Merry and Bright theme. And I went back through, she did a PBC sale, and I went back through and picked up some of the journaling elements to go with both of those kits, those Petite Tuesday kits for journaling for my daily journal. Okay, so this is Merry and Bright. Merry and Bright is more traditional Christmas theme. These are still in her shop if you are interested, and will hopefully be there through Black Friday. If you are not doing Black Friday, I do PR for her, and I'll go over all that at the end. So super cute. These can also just be used for any time. This is on her transparent mat, but they can be used. Like I can mark that to decorate like decorating the mantle, like putting up ornaments, wrapping paper, hot cocoa if I didn't get the icons, hot cocoa. So this is just kind of a fun sheet that you could use the deco for any time of the year. This one is the Nutcracker mixed deco page. I think I talked about this last time. I have actually not watched the Nutcracker all the way through. I have seen it in person, but I've never watched any of the movies. This is a trim for the Nutcracker. Definitely more like pink and girly Christmas vibes, which I like. It's fun. And then here is the floral trim for the Merry and Bright, more traditional. And with each of these, you're getting 8 dividers, and they are on the sides. And then the trim is in the middle, like the washi trim is in the middle. Okay, she also offered up a string lights. Sorry, I wanted to pick that up. This is also in transparent mat. So again, the dividers are down at the bottom and top, and then in the middle, it goes the whole page. And not the whole page, but like the columns width. Okay, I also picked up a few. I feel like I'm jumping around. I am going to jump around. Well, actually, I'll hold off on that. I'll jump back to this. Sorry, guys. Okay, this is the Merry and Bright Journaling Kit 1. That would be fun to have this. She does a really good job of doing things where like she'll cut out the middles of these so that way it's easy and fun to layer. I did get this on transparent mat. That probably would be better, in my opinion, on premium mat. And same with this one, where it's cut out in the middle. And she even goes a step further. So you get this cut out on its own, and then you can have this as its own corner, or you can choose to layer that together. So it is your choice, but it's fun that she gives you that option. This is cut out in the middle there as well. I adore her doilies, and I'm really hoping she comes out soon with some of her doilies on bigger sheets of paper. Here is page 2. Hit Girl at the Window. I adore that as well. She's got a fun eye for that kind of thing. That girl decorating the tree. Okay, and then here is the Nutcracker journaling page 2. This is like so feminine and girly version of a holiday kit, which I think she does so well. She does feminine and girly like 100%. Okay, here are the Nutcracker large deco, floral deco, excuse me. I feel like I should have gotten the large floral deco for the other, but it won't come in time now. Nutcracker watercolor swatches. These are more like snow vibes to me. It looks like snow falling in some of these, which I think is really fun and kind of plays up that version. And then this one looks more like alcohol ink, like dropper has been dropped in, so that's fun. This one is the Merry and Bright, that you get those kind of 2 different variations depending upon the kit. She's changing it up, which I appreciate. the thought process in that. I also picked up on her washi paper. She's just now starting to do this washi paper. The Nutcracker pink and the Nutcracker green. Thought these are really neutral for not just the Nutcracker, going with the Nutcracker ones, but also just in general to have. And just wanted to try out her washi paper as well. Here are this is script 1 and the grid paper. It's kind of like a light brown-esque color, so it's not super black. I don't know if that's showing up really well on camera. And with all these rainy kits that we have, I thought this would be a fun one to pick up. It's raindrops, washi paper. And then to finish out my Halloween stuff, she had spider webs. So this one's spooky, and it's with a white background and black webs. And then almost the reverse in like a gray black background with, it's not white, but it's like lighter color. I just thought this was really cool and fun and wanted to pull this in, and it would be great to layer with foil. So whether it be foil spiders or foil webs, I really like those and was so happy that I was able to pick that up. And then the last thing I got were these. This is on premium matte paper. So got a few more spooky things for Halloween. But that is my order from Hello Petite Paper. Vanessa, again, is so sweet and adorable and love her shop so much. You can use Danny10 to save 10% off. I do not have a freebie, but again, she offers so many freebies within her shop that, and it's seasonal again, so it's really nice to get all those nice freebies and stuff that are seasonal. But you can use Danny10 if you're not shopping during any of her sales or anything like that. Or if you're shopping a sale like new releases, she normally does a percentage off. And then if you're shopping anything else in the store, you can use Danny10. So that is it for me for this haul. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to drop something down below in the comments. Don't forget to check out my Instagram for the milkshake. I also have on there a link to the kit lineup, which is another video on my channel, and how to organize for the upcoming year so that you have all of your kits lined up and you can see which ones ahead of time you're trying to plan out. So again, hoping to help you guys save some money and organize yourselves. If you have any questions, again, let me know. And thank you so much for everybody in this community. I appreciate you all. Have a great day, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. Here are some other videos you can watch. Hope you enjoy.